I lost 5.1 pounds in the last 3 days, and here's why I'm not even excited about it and almost expected it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris. I run a fitness business called the Trailblazer Fitness Academy, where I teach parents how to lose weight and keep it off long term using sustainable methods without starving, without going to the gym for long hours, or without making multiple meals for the family. I believe that health has to do with the family unit, and by you trying to be healthy and fit, we need to have your family be on board as well. So with all that being said, when it comes to losing weight, right now I'm on a cut. I'm a little bit heavier than what I'd like to be. And so I'm trying to lose fat, right? And when I hop on the scale and the weight goes down, I'm not really like, oh my gosh, it's working or something, because I know how to play the game. And I use these 3 factors for me to verify if I'm actually losing fat or not. Because I can lose weight right now if I were to go to the restroom. I can also gain weight right now by drinking some water or eating some food. My weight just went up, but did I actually gain fat, which is what we ultimately want, right? It doesn't matter necessarily with what the scale says. It's what the scale, what your goal weight is, somewhat represents what you hope your body to look like. It's not that that weight magically gets you there. It's when I hit XYZ, I hope my body looks like the way I want it to, the energy that I want, the vitality I want, the strength I want, the confidence I want, hopefully is best encapsulated with this number. However, what happens if it's not? There's so many moving parts, and I guarantee tomorrow I'm not going to see a major weight loss. Okay, so here's how I know what to do, and here's some steps that you can take to help yourself as well. Step number 1, biggest one, is you've got to track your food. And I know if you followed my stuff for any minute, for like 5 minutes, you've probably heard me talk about tracking your food, and then, Chris, I get it, I gotta track my food. Then why aren't you doing it? You gotta track, okay? Because I would not know if I'm losing fat at all, 0, even if the scale's down 5 pounds, if I'm not tracking my food. In fact, of the 5 pounds that I've lost, the 5.1 pounds in 3 days, do you know how much fat I've actually lost, pound-wise, if you had to guess? I want you in the comments down below, I want you to guess how many pounds you think I lost, and then I'll tell you at the very end how much I actually did, because I know the answer. Approximate answer. Okay? 2, after I'm done tracking, this is tracking everything, right? I'm tracking my weight of food in grams, putting it into my calorie tracker so I know how much I'm eating. The second thing I need, obviously, is eating in a deficit. Okay, you cannot eat in a deficit if you're not tracking your food. Okay, now you could guess, and you can make really educated guesses, like you could just not eat any carbohydrates and eat just meat and vegetables, and you would probably be right. Asterisk on the probably, because we really don't know. Okay, so how do I know I'm eating in a deficit? Well, I know how to calculate my calorie burn. It's 4 factors. Basal metabolic rate, my NEAT, my thermic effect of food, and then my fitness. Okay, so I know how to calculate my basal metabolic rate. You can look it up online. NEAT stands for non-exercise active thermogenesis, calories you burn at rest, or not rest, excuse me. I'm not going to edit any of this. This is steps, okay? So calories burned from being active. Thermic effect of food is calories burned from digesting food. And then fitness is the calories you burn from exercising. Okay, these 2 are different because if you're a firefighter, you're not doing fitness at your job. But if you aren't a firefighter and you do workouts that simulate being a firefighter, then it is fitness. It's the intent behind what you're doing. This is lifestyle based. This is what you're actually doing to try to improve your overall health and fitness. Okay, so like when I was a trainer and I owned my gym, I didn't count me going around and demonstrating movements and playing around a little bit as fitness. I calculated that as my NEAT. Anyways, so I know this number. This number is roughly 2,200 calories. Okay, I think it's higher than that, but I'm assuming it's that number. Okay, so I burn that much, and then I'm eating 1,350. Now I'm doing something aggressive. Don't do this. Okay, it's roughly a 900 calorie deficit. Okay, so pretty intense. So I'm eating in a deficit. I'm eating this much. I burn this much. Sick? Sick. Third thing, this is another one that if you're like, well, Chris, I'm doing those two things. I'm tracking my food. I've calculated all my stuff. I know for sure that I'm in a calorie deficit. I'm like, for sure. And you're like, for sure. I'm like, all right, cool. So the second thing, or the third thing rather, that you need to do is you need to eat mostly non-inflammatory foods. Okay, why? Because when we're looking at this, 5.1 pounds, if you know the math behind losing fat, okay, 900 calories is like in 3 days, assuming, right, this is another assumption, that some of the first day that I was in a calorie deficit, I didn't use some of the sugar that's in my muscles and some of the sugar that's in my blood to use as energy, and I just strictly use fat. That's not how it works, but let's assume that's true, okay? That would mean I have burned roughly 3/4 of a pound of fat. Assuming that those things are true, right? Which means I have lost then, if this is 0.75, I've lost, what is that? 4.4 pounds of water. Straight water and gunk in my body. See why the scale doesn't matter as much as we think. If I just lost this, but no fat, would I be any better off? No. You can lose the weight from a diuretic and a laxative, but it's not actually changing your body at all. It's just getting rid of stuff that's just sitting there that either A, will be replenished again when you eat poorly again or eat inflammatory foods or drink some water. But when you do it this way, eating mostly non-inflammatory foods, most of this is just from foods that I was eating that is inflammatory, right? Like there's foods that I was eating that I knew was inflammatory to me, but when I'm not trying to lose fat, it's not that big of a deal. Not terrible, right? Now, eating constantly foods that are inflammatory, not very good, okay? So that's the three things. The fourth one, though, I think is really, really good. It's something you should absolutely do as well, is exercise. Mainly strength training. Why is this? Okay, I know that I've lost the 3/4 of a pound of fat, okay? At least either half or 3/4, something like this, okay? 4.4 pounds is other stuff. If you are not exercising, and exercising is not walking on a treadmill, that's neat again, okay? It's not doing cardio, although that is exercising, but it's not strength training, okay? Why is this? Because if this was straight like one of those, I don't know, medication weight losses or fasting or whatever, of the weight that you lose, 60% of it, up to it, could be muscle. So, if that was true, I lost 3/4 of a pound of fat. That means this is left over. 60% of that, if this was something that was muscle, right, could be over 2 pounds. Why is that a problem? Twofold. Number one is, and that might be exaggerated in the beginning. I think as you go through it in 3 days, I wouldn't lose 2 pounds of muscle. I would likely die, okay? But let's assume it's even 1. Okay? Why is this important? Muscle does a few things for us just in general. One, again, ideal goal weight, you have more energy, more confidence, more strength. Having less muscle gives you less of all of that. But the bigger one that is often mistakenly looked at and just, I should say overlooked, is when you lack muscle, your metabolism's lower. When your metabolism's lower, you can't eat as much. When you can't eat as much to maintain your weight, you gain weight faster back. Especially if you think you burn 2,200, but you only burn like 1,800. Oh gosh, that would be a big problem. Okay, especially when maintaining food. As you very well should know, when you start tracking your food, you go, I'm gonna have this meal. Oh shoot, that's 900 calories and 30 grams of protein. it's gonna be really tough for me to maintain my weight on not a lot of calories and poor tracking decisions. Make sense? Anyway, these are the 4 things I'm using right now. It's working very well, obviously. I'm doing this for 8 weeks, and I'm rolling out a program right now that's a case study program. If you're interested in it, what the program is going to entail is from now to the end of the year, I guarantee you will lose 20 pounds off the scale. Okay, 20 pounds will be off of the scale by the end of the year. If you get into the early bird, you get that few extra bonuses. The program launches this Sunday, which is, I think, the 31st of August. So you better jump in. If it's past that date, I'm running it. The launch is on Sunday. If 5 spots are taken. I think 4 spots we have left from early bird people. These 4 spots are taken, then it's empty. Okay, but here's what you're going to get in the challenge in this little program. You're going to guaranteed lose 20 pounds before the end of the year. If you don't, I'll refund you all your money, and I'll buy you a year subscription at the gym of your choice near you. Okay, so I'll pay for all that, and you get your money back. I'll plan your meals for the first month. I'll send you workout equipment to your house, and we will do 3 Zoom sessions together to make sure you have form on the exercises correct. Okay, I've never done anything like that before, and it's because, why am I doing this? It's because my 34th birthday is this year. I want to help people get really, really fit for my birthday, and so I'm trying to offer this awesome thing at a little bit of a discount, just so I can get people in and get them feeling freaking awesome. Because what better gift can I give to somebody else than the gift of like feeling good and happiness and stuff? And it just helps me out, obviously for business reasons, but also, it just makes me feel good when I have other people feeling good, So if you want to get on that, you'll see down below there's a link, or you can go to the website. It's called Dream Body Blueprint.com. Click on there, and you can fill out the little form, set a scheduled time to go over it, and then mention the case study, and that way you can get access to it. I'm only talking about it on here and on my Instagram, so I'm not telling it to anybody else who comes from any other spot that I talk to people from. So if you want to get on it, again, it's dreambodyblueprint.com, or smack the link down below. You'll see that. Anyway, have a fantastic freaking day, and I'll talk to you soon. Hope you learned something. Bye.